The 12-week cash flow forecast, one of the great management tools in business. It's actually part of just the foundation of financial mastery and control in your business. I love it as a tool. I'm Andrew Laurie from BGB, where we combine great planning, good education, amazing community to help business owners build great businesses so that they can have a great life afterwards. And today, I'm going to talk about what is, I believe, one of the most important elements of that, the 12-week cash flow forecast. It's foundational. All we're talking about here is knowing, giving yourself some confidence, by the way, what's likely to happen over the next 3 months in your business from a cash perspective. Now, in Australia, we always recommend 3 months minimum. The reason for that is we have the GST cycle, the BAS cycle, and for many businesses that quarterly BAS payment is a significant cash flow moment. And so by having your cash flow forecast always look at least 12 weeks out, you're going to capture the next BAS payment, and that sort of covers your bases for most businesses. Now, what does this cash flow forecast look like? Usually it's just a basic Excel spreadsheet. It's certainly not a complicated document. The way we like to do it, three worksheets as part of this spreadsheet. On one page, you've got your expected cash inflows. And all it is for 12 weeks, what cash do you expect to come in each of those weeks over the next 12 weeks? Usually it's broken down in the sort of the line items by the different sources of cash your business has. Now, for different businesses, that might be by major customer. It might be by customer type. It might be by product line, by division in your business, by geography or territory. That's fine. Any of those are good. But just identifying the different sources of cash, and week by week over the next 12 weeks, how much do we expect to come in and when? Likewise for cash outflows. There's a sheet for cash outflows in which you'll identify the major areas where you pay out money, whether that's taxes, the GST, the BAS and so on, whether it's individual suppliers, whether it's different expense lines, those line items, and then week by week when you expect cash to go out of your account. I emphasize here, this is when you expect cash to go out, or in the case of inflows, when you expect it to come in. Not when the invoice is issued or you receive an invoice, but actually when the cash moves in or out. And then the third page brings it all together, starting with what is the bank balance at the beginning of the period, and then each week, what are the expected inflows, what are the expected outflows, and therefore what's the expected balance at the end of that week, which will be, of course, the expected starting balance the following week, and so on. What it means is that you've got these 12 columns, the 12 weeks, and you can see at the end of each week where you think your bank balance is going to be. Now, it's not an auditable tool. It doesn't get submitted to the tax office. Don't get hung up on, but I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to receive 9 weeks from now. This is simply your best estimate today of what you think will happen. And each week it gets updated. Now the updates, okay, sure, the first time you put this document together might take a little time, might take a few hours. But as you get it done a few times, and in the end it won't be you doing it, it'll be a team member, what ends up happening gets easier and easier, quicker and quicker, because most of the cash flow forecast each week doesn't change. It just slides forward by 1 week and you add another week at the end. Sure, some things have changed in the last week, so you update a couple of items. That's it. It ends up being literally less than a half-hour exercise each week, but gives you great clarity around what the cash is expected to look like in your business for the next 3 months. And by the way, that gives you time to do something about it, to make it better, to improve it, to optimize it. And in the end, that's your cash flow forecast. Simple, powerful, one of the best management tools there is. Now, if you're not sure how to put a cash flow forecast together, we've got a template, we've got some explainers how to do it, we've got a real how-to. We can send you the template, that's easy. Just get in touch. More than happy to share that with you. All the best for now.